I like to say you go to Kamchatka for trout and stuff and Alaska for salmon and whatnot. People don't realize you come to California for bass. Said to be some of the best bass fishing in the whole nation right there. My name's Ryan Williams. I'm a full-time fly fishing guide out here in Northern California. Back when I was growing up, I did all kinds of things. I did BMX racing, dirt biking, snowboarding, wakeboarding, staying really active. Always loved the outdoors. And I was always fishing too when I was younger. And I started getting more serious into fishing as I got older and time progressed. When I was a senior in high school, I was diagnosed with cancer, Ewing sarcoma, bone cancer in my knee. I did a year of chemotherapy. They cut out a portion of my knee, replaced it with titanium and whatnot. I found myself basically handicapped. All the dirt biking and wakeboarding, that had to kind of go out the window. So I've kind of just settled on fishing at this point. I would say it's helped me with my mental well-being. It's my form of meditation. Definitely helps me keep my sanity. I truly love it. I'm gonna put her in. October, November, I'm still doing the trout and steelhead stuff. That's all I do during the fall. The egg bite out there is just kind of hard to deny on the Feather River and the Sac River. All the steelhead come up around September or so. If they're falling the salmon start dropping their eggs and just turns the fish on like crazy.
There you go. Nice.
The rest of the year I'm doing bass. I guide primarily on Lake Oroville. That's where the majority of my business is, right here in my backyard. All the different forks of the Feather River converge into Lake Oroville. It's a beautiful lake, really nice clear water, just an amazing, very special place. Typically known as like a wakeboarding lake, and people partying out there, houseboats, and then conventional bass fishing as well. Never heard of anyone really fly fishing it at all before the float and fly. Food kind of sucks in Oroville. The big thing for my bass stuff was the float and fly, figuring that whole thing out. So yeah, that's a long story for sure. Let's see where to start on that. Kirby Faulkner, he is a conventional angler, like a tournament angler. He was the first person to show me Lake Oroville and got me fly fishing out there. One day he goes, "Hey, have you ever heard about the float and fly?" And he explained to me that it's these guys are winning tournaments with spinning rods with a bobber and a fly underneath. Now, what? How have I never heard about this? Here I'm struggling to get 3-4 fish or so, and he tells me about a little fly doing damage winning tournaments. Did a bunch of research online and stuff, and there was all kinds of information on guys doing it with the spinning rod, but there was no information about the fly fishing setup for it. Couldn't find anything about it. Never heard of anyone doing it with a fly rod or anything. Instantly like that. It went from like 3 or 4 hook to hooking 40, 50 fish. 178 boats, Wild West Bass Tournament. In Wild West, they're kind of the biggest tournaments around as far as I know. When a Wild West tournament's going on in town, you definitely know that something's going on. You just see all the bass boats and stuff. You can tell there's a big event going. Definitely didn't see a wind coming. I figured we'd do pretty good, but yeah, it won. That float and fly dominated.
It's so funny, Ryan, how many guys underestimated us. But look at these idiots out here fly fishing in a bass tournament. But we smoked them.
Yeah, the tournament stuff, that kind of came out of left field for me. I had Logan McDaniel was a general contractor. He's working on my house on the deck out there, and he saw my fishing gear. We started talking and stuff, and Logan really lit the fire under me, getting me to do the bass tournament. He asked me, he said, "You want to fish a tournament with me coming up?" And I go, "Oh, well, why not? Sure." I was always kind of curious on how the fly rod would hold, and just mind-blowing stuff to be able to enter in that myself, and just a huge honor to be a part of it.
A lot of guys were just struggling to catch a keeper, and me and Ryan were throwing keepers out, trying to get the bigger ones. Is that a bite?
Yep, definitely.
Oh, there you go.
I'm waiting on it.
Oh, yeah!
We're really lucky here in Northern California. We have just a ton of different lakes around us. So much water out here. It's endless. It's almost overwhelming. All just loaded with world-class bass, really fat, chunky, eating well. They gorge on the pond smelt. That's the primary bait out there, is the pond smelt. They're just maybe 2 inches or so, real small little minnows. It's a perfect place for the fly rod. The flies that we tie imitate those pond smelt just dead on. I tie all my own floating flies, tie 100% of those for my guiding. I really like designing different flies. My tools definitely get used and abused. Loon tools make my life easier just because I know they're gonna hold up. Having the right tools is a really important aspect. Time is money when you're out there on the water. If you don't have all your stuff just ready at the go, you're missing out on that valuable time that you're out there. So much prep work and everything to get out there on the water. When you get out there, you got to be as efficient as possible. And all the tools I have, they keep me running good.